Hello, this is going to be my final for the 340 project. Okay, so meets requirements for all previous projects. Ooh, that's going to be a doozy. Alright, okay, so let me go in here first. So, zooming in is going to take too long. Let me just... Okay, so, you know, it'd be better if I just play. Well, actually, since I do need variables and things from other... It'd be better if I go through the main menu, actually. Okay, so I believe you get my system audio. If UI sounds in here. Oh, dang. Okay, so as you can see, there's a FPS counter in the top left, right? And right now it's basically at 60. I should probably show where it's at 60. So in the update of my UI manager, you know, we're gonna take this int that we created and we're gonna divide 1f by time.unscaled delta time, and then we're gonna put that into the FPS counter, right? And then we're gonna set this text to FPS just so we can see the FPS counter, right? We have audio, of course, and a mixer that is controlling, you know, all of our sounds. And if we want to change the volume, then we can use these sliders. Oh, wow. Oh, that's way too much. Alright, let's leave that like over here. This is the master volume. As you can see, that's changing these. So, sound effects. Let's put that up here. And then we have resolution settings here. Okay, wait. Go back to this. We also have quality settings. Right now, I believe, yeah, we're on the highest. We can do very low and apply that here. Actually, let me put this back up. That's our UI sound for our buttons. Okay, let me press P to go back in. Ah! No! Okay. Then we go back to medium. And it changes our lighting because, you know, the lower our settings, you know, the more it affects our lighting. Because if it's really low, then it's not going to take all of the lighting changes that we have in here. But we have a reflection probe over here because it gets really dark in this corner, in that corner, and also around there. This one over here was put just so it could affect some of these spinning lights over here and reflect some of the purple lights, because, you know, since we have clowns in our game, I wanted to see if I can make it kind of creepy. Because I don't think I've met anyone that actually likes clowns instead of thinking that they're creepy. So I was like, you know what? Let me play into this. All right. Let me see this here. Wait. I went out of whack. But yeah, everything's working from the previous project. We have a settings menu. And this is what's controlling our settings menu over here. We have all the different UI elements, and also we have the drop down. It's a part of the UI though. Basically we just set up on clicks and put these different functions for every different element. Like this is for the resolution drop down. That's for the quality drop down. Oh, okay. Some reason it's saving even though I didn't press it. Okay. And this is the save settings that we put for the apply button. You know, it's just gonna set the player preferences for the master, SFX, and ambient volume. Also, wait a second. Volume control, I believe you already saw that in me messing with the mixers. But that's also in here for the settings. That's where these three sliders come into play, and these three floats for the said sliders. That's what we're doing on Awake. We're getting the number that they're at when we start the game, right? And then we're setting the slider value to these floats that we have. And then on update, we're making sure that they're aligned, right? And they're the same thing, so that when we move the slider value, it changes the actual mixer volume that it's connected to for each respective one. Let me see here. Audio triggered. You've heard some of my sounds, but let me see here. I've got a few sounds. Where's the audio? Okay, so there's this sound over here. That's the UI sound. The death sound. Reload, that's for when you... This right over here is for when you run into a gun and reload. The shooting sound. This is for when you run into a health pack or the apple and run. And this is the background music. Okay, so they each belong to different groups. So the sound effects, a lot of them are sound effects because, you know, the UI sound is a sound effect, the pickup sound is a sound effect, and the death sound is a sound effect. So they're all under that SFX group, but they each have their own child group, right? Ambient is for the background music, and master controls them all, right? Let me see here. Shooting, taking damage. I think you did see the shooting sounds and the taking damage. Show appropriate code. How code places a sound. Okay. So where should I start with that? Okay. So for this bullet data over here, right? There's the clip, shot, and the source audio for that, right? And basically on Awake, we play the one shot of that clip because we're always gonna want to play the bullet sound whenever we shoot, right? Because whenever a bullet is instantiated, that confirms that we just shot something. So I put it on the bullet script just to make it easier. Then where's the death sound, which is in energy. Okay, so every time somebody dies, we're gonna play grunt, right? And we're doing that through this coroutine right over here. This coroutine. The player and the enemies have the same grunt sound, right? So we use the same thing. The only difference between these two coroutines is the time in between them, because, you know, enemies have a little bit of time to to ragdoll, and the player does not. So we did that there. Oh yeah, if you're wondering what these are, for the weighted drops class and the custom property drawer, for some reason when I was building it was giving me errors, and I later found out that I had to wrap it in these regions over here because you can't build with something that uses anything that makes changes to the Unity editor, because, you know, in a build the Unity editor doesn't really matter as much because you're not going to see it, obviously. But yeah, this is what I meant by that class. That class for the CDF array and the weighted drops, yeah. Okay, so those are the triggered sounds. The ambient sounds you have seen. Okay, so for the triggered sounds, it's wherever it happened, you know, that's where the sound is going to play from, right? Like, for example, the bullet, since you shot it from your gun, it's going to play, like, from your gun, right? And if somebody dies, you know, the sound of grunting is going to come from them. Let me see this. Audio have ambient sound. Explain how it's not located in 3D. Okay, so that's pretty much just playing from the mixer. Wait, let me show. Let me go in. Where's that scene? My sound manager. Where did I put you, Mr. Sound Manager? Okay, yeah. So that's pretty much just playing from the mixer, right? And the audio clip where the ambient sounds are coming from, it's going to be through the group ambient sounds, right? And this is how we're playing it, basically. We put it on loop, and we're playing it through here, through our sound manager. And this sound manager is constant, so it's gonna be with us throughout all the scenes. It's just, it's only gonna play that music when we get into the world. Wait, oh. Okay, particle effects. Oh, yeah, okay, so I've noticed that doing the blood particle effect did take a lot out of it, because, you know, with the amount of enemies that were dying, you know, it would have really cut down some performance, apparently. So I decided to only do the muzzle flash for good reason. But just in case you didn't see the muzzle flash, I might as well just do it again. Whenever this loads. Okay. Yeah, you see those flashes? At the end of my gun? Okay, so let me show. Prefab. We created a prefab of muzzle flash, right? And it has a particle system attached to it. And that is what's playing that flash, right? And it's only for a few seconds. But it is on... Where is it? We basically make it play from the fire point, right? I instantiate it at the fire point. We're gonna we put that through the rifle script. Where is it? So game object m flash instantiate prefab flash, right? And then destroy after 2.0 seconds, because it doesn't last for too long anyway. But basically every time we shoot and pull the trigger, it's gonna play that right at the fire point, since that is the point that it makes sense to play it at. Lighting reflection probes. I think I showed you some of this, but let me see. And go back into, where is it? The world scene. Yeah. Okay. So that's one of the reflection probes, right? I put one, like I said before, underneath that light, and that is a spotlight, right? That I put over there just so it could reflect off of this probe and affect the surrounding objects. There's one over there too, just to make sure this place is a little bit more lit during the game. And same thing with this probe. But apart from that, I kind of want to keep this place a little bit dark just to make sure that it's creepy. That's why I gave it the kind of teal-ish dark lighting everywhere. Let me see. Okay, so I already showed you the FPS thing. Build available, and of course I'm gonna publish it to my website, of course. Okay, so since that is everything else, let me just show you that there is, in fact, I already did build before this, and you know, and I might as well just to show you that it's working. Okay. Right. Oh, whoa, that guy was gonna be really quick. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, but it is, in fact, working. Build is over there. I'm gonna submit that with the data folder, and I forget what else it tells me to submit. Playable build, voiceover. And, oh yeah, YouTube video. I'll submit everything shortly. But yeah, that is my project. As of now, I am, you know, making my own portfolio website, and I'm going to put pictures and maybe even a video for that project over here, so I definitely will post that. But yeah, I believe that's everything. Thank you for watching.